Hello, and welcome to James the Lessons Express Lane, where we get you out as fast as possible. Wow. Just wow. That Monday night game was just... Speaking of Monday night game, new number one, the Ravens. They crushed the defending NFC champions so badly, they almost got arrested for assault and battery. Just yowzers. This game was over by halftime. Lamar Jackson is fighting for that MVP and pulling away from his competition. Seriously, the kid deserves it at this point. Number two, Patriots go up against a team that is great at running the football. Due to the weather conditions, throwing the ball is limited. So, they beat the Cowboys, who have one of the best O-lines and top-tier running back. Wait, what? How? The rain and the wind just like, oh, I'm going to throw the ball, and it goes 5 feet, and then the wind catches it and goes flying off the field. I'm going to throw the ball into the wind, and now the ball's behind me because the wind caught it. And of course, let's say you did get the ball to the wide receiver tight end. I'm going to catch it, and my hands are so wet, the ball's so wet that it just... crap. So, you think, well, I'm watching, like, holy shit, the Cowboys actually have a chance now. Because they got one of the best O-lines in the league. They got Zeke Elliott. They're going to hand the ball off to Zeke. And then somehow they screwed that up. Like, hand the ball off to Zeke. Like, one play, they had the tight end on the wrong side. It's like, if you had a tight end on the other side, he probably would have caught that block. He could have blocked the guy who was able to get around the edge and tackle Ezekiel Elliott for a loss. But because the tight end was on the other side of the field, he couldn't block anyone. Fred's like, well, they're probably trying to pull the defense that way. They see the tight end go over there. Oh, they're going to run the ball that way, try to pull a player over there. This is Bill Belichick. He's not going to fall for that. Just saying. Amazing thing, the Patriots just seem to know how to win no matter what is thrown at them. And I'm not talking about cheating either. This time. Number 3, 49ers. Crush the Packers. Going in, all the talk on Twitter, sports was... Alright, how many blown calls will be? 5 blown calls. 10. I think we reached double-digit blown calls. Like, how many blown calls will there be against the 49ers in favor of the Packers? Instead, there was 1 blown call, and it was against the Packers. A phantom hands to the face. You know, the same call that they used against the Lions twice. And, of course, like, you're on Twitter and you're watching the reaction. Oh, no! The same fans were like, yay, the refs are the greatest. I mean, blowing a call in a game is just... part of the game, guys. Blowing calls, this is part of the game. Human error, it's part of the game. No, down with the refs. It's like, you didn't lose because of that 1 blown call. The 49ers crushed you. And also, how does it feel to be a Lions fan, or a Vikings fan, or a Chiefs fan, or all the other teams that lost because the refs, not just in Packers games, but in all the league. Every game this year, it's like, which team is the referee's going to blow the calls on? And which one are they going to be like, wow, that was hands to the face? We don't care. Oh, you murdered the quarterback after he threw the ball and was walking off the field? We don't care. Then, of course, the other team. Oh, you sneezed. 15-yard penalty. How dare you? Maybe just asking, like, who the refs had the money on to win the game and all that. So you'd be like, well, there's no point in watching this game. The refs want that team to win. I'm going to watch a different game. Just to find out the refs in that one are rigging it. It sucks. Mind you, if I'm a Packer fan, I'm going to be pissed. You know why? Because this entire season is going to be like, oh, well, how many wins did you get? No. How many legitimate wins did you get? Oh, you only got 5 legitimate wins? The other 6 wins came because of blown calls from the refs? That's cute. They're going to have a giant asterisk next to a bunch of their wins. Kind of like Barry Bonds. Like, yeah, he has a home run record with an asterisk. So, congratulations, Packers. You got 11, 12, 13 wins. With an asterisk. And then I'd go read at the bottom. They only had 5 legitimate wins. The rest were all the referees rigging the game for them. Terrible. So yeah, it's not... Obviously, the Packers are now hating the refs because... A blown call. A call that, even if it wasn't made, they were going to lose. They were getting crushed anyways. But, hey, maybe next time the referees rig a game in your favor, maybe, just maybe, you'd be like, you know what? We shouldn't support this. Yes, they rigged the game in our favor, but it is still wrong to do. Because as a fan of football, not just the Packers, but of football, I want to see a good, clean game. I want to see a game won by the team, not by the refs. And also, I got to deal with all the Congratulations, refs won you another game. Anyways, number 4, the Saints. They came close to losing rival games, so I was thinking about dropping them, but they stay here, barely. The Panthers are no joke, but the Saints seem to be slowing down even after they got their key players back from injury. Is this something to watch out for? Maybe. It could just be that they're playing a little slower because, like, oh, we're coming near the end of the season. We've won the North. I mean, we've won the South. Do we really want to be putting up 110% and getting our players hurt? Or do we want to dial back to 80%, squeak out a win? Yeah. Although they got to be worried about losing the number 2 seed. Although the way the Packers play when they don't get the refs rigging the game for them, maybe not. Number 5, Seahawks. Stay at 5. It wasn't a blowout like I thought it would be, but they did win on the road. Next week, terrible. They have a game that can set the playoff seeding for good when they face number 6, the Vikings, on Monday night. They're on bye week, so should be rested. Of course, there's always some worries about the momentum they've been building being lost. And the Seahawks are only a team that beat the 49ers and will have home field advantage. Yee. This could be game of the week or blowout. The only game that I can think that could challenge the status of game of the week next week is the 49ers-Ravens game. I'm just like this game. It could be because the Ravens' defense is nothing to joke about. Like, holy hell. They're one of the best defenses against quarterbacks in the league. So you could very well see, Jimmy G going out there like, all right, we just had a great win and, why am I on my back? Oh, I got sacked again? Like 6 sacks in one game because the Ravens' defense is no joke? Fuck. It is so bad I've benched him on my fantasy team and put Kirk Cousins out there instead. God, next week's football is going to be amazing, especially since we've got 3 games on Thursday. Woohoo. Number 7, the Chiefs. We're on a bye week, which might be the best thing they could have had going this week. Mahomes still seems to be a little hesitant. If there's a scary injury, who can blame him? But an extra week to rest and practice, expect them to be very scary next week. Or Mahomes could be out there going, I normally make this play, but I'm going to try to make the safe play instead because I don't want to get hurt. Like, you could have gotten a touchdown instead of 4 yards. Yeah, but going for the touchdown, I could have gotten hurt. Which happens to a lot of players. A lot of players, they get a serious injury. Or even just, that doesn't have to be a serious injury. It would be a injury that they weren't expecting. All of a sudden, it's like, normally I'd make the leaping one-handed catch. Oh, it's amazing toe tap for the touchdown. It's like, nah, I'm just going to run this route instead and hope I don't get hit. It happens. When you get hurt like that, I can kind of see that. Number 8, the Bills beat the Broncos badly to remain the number 5 seed in the AFC. They'd be winning the AFC West and South, but instead, they're in 2nd and only capable of getting a 5th seed. However, when they play as well as they sometimes do, I wouldn't want to face them in the playoffs. God, that can be scary. When they're firing all cylinders. They've had a couple missteps here and there, obviously, but when they're going full force, yikes. Number 9, Texans. Beating the Colts puts them alone in the AFC South. Until next week when they lose and the Colts win. That's the AFC South for you. Sheesh. It's just weird watching. Win, loss, win, loss. Win against the Chiefs, loss against the Dolphins, win against the Patriots, loss against the Browns, win against the Packers, loss against, I don't know who's on that shit team, the Detroit Lions. Like, they do that every week. Like, if it's their on week, doesn't matter who they're facing. If it's their off week, doesn't matter who they're facing. And it's not just 1 or 2, it's all 4 teams in the AFC South that every week would be, alright, time to go out and put 48 points. The next week, alright, time to go get our asses kicked. But you're playing against the worst team in the league. Yes, but it's our off week, so we have to lose. Terrible. Number 10, Packers get wrecked by the 49ers. When the calls and penalties don't go their way, they get beat. Both games that they've lost, they didn't have a single blown call in their favor. Every time they lose, they don't have a single blown call in their favor. Every time they get at least one blown call in their favor, they win. Imagine that. But like I said earlier, if I'm a Packer fan, I'm annoyed by this season. A lot of people, like me, would just be like, oh, that's cute. You had 5 wins. We had 13. We won the NFC North. No, you had 5 wins. The refs gave you an extra 8 wins. So, you have fun with that number 1 seeding. And if the refs don't rig the game for you in the playoffs, you're going to get beat again. Because again, even if I'm a Packer fan, like, I want to win because we won, not because of 2 phantom hands to the face calls, plus multiple pass interferences not called, plus delay of games not called, plus 12 men on the field. Well, actually, it was 13 men on the field not called. Like, if I'm beating the Lions, or the Vikings, or the Bears, I know because I beat them, not because the refs rigged the game with multiple blown calls. The closest you come to that is the Patriots, but for the Patriots not to win the game is to beat the point spread. Ooh, man, that Texans-Jaguars game where defensive player falls down, lands face first, refs come out and give him a 15-yard penalty for leading with the helmet. Mind you, he didn't actually tackle anyone. He falls forward, lands on the ground, 15-yard penalty for leading with the helmet. Again, he didn't actually hit anyone. He wasn't trying to hit anyone. He was going for the tackle, like, oh crap, I gotta adjust, then fell. 15-yard penalty. Colts game. Colts player. Passive interference on offense. Wasn't involved in the play. I was as involved in that play as that player was. Didn't cost him the game that time, but referees, how the do you blow so many calls like this? How do you call passive interference on an offensive player who wasn't involved in the play? And stupid. They are ruining the game. And there's nothing they do about it. If a coach says or does anything, if a player says or does anything, if owner says or does anything, there's going to be fines, there's going to be suspensions. A ref can go out there going, hey guys, look at my betting ticket. That's right, I rigged the game so I could make a bunch more money off betting on this game instead of actually getting paid to referee it. Deuces, walk away, and you can't say or do anything because if you do, you get fined and penalized. Facing suspension because you said something bad about the refereeing. Bullshit. It's killing the sport, guys. It's killing the sport. Anyways, enough of that little rant. Number 11. Does anyone really deserve to be here? Or 12? NFC East is trash. They're all out. The Rams lost. Panthers lost. Colts lost. Raiders lost. So I guess I'll go with the Steelers. They did win and maybe found their quarterback of the future in the Duck. That's what I'm calling him. I don't care what anyone else calls him. He is now the Duck. Anyways, number 12. Everyone lost, so Colts. Of course, they know what they're going to win next week because it's how it goes in the AFC stuff. So we'll go number 12, Colts. Anyways, I know I'm ready for Thanksgiving once I get out of work. And can't wait to watch all the games. I'll probably miss like the first 3 quarters of the first game. But I'll be able to get to my grandma's house, enjoy Thanksgiving dinner with my family. Get to watch football. What? Hopefully you guys do as well. As always, what do you think? Move a team up, move a team down, put a team on that wasn't on there, take a team off that was on there. Let me know. Because as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.